What's the idea behind quartering with mixed lines? Separate your body into 4 quadrants, starting where? Where's the first separation? Right down the center, right to left. Always based on, always based on what? Center line. Okay? Then where's the next bisection? Right across the waist. Okay? Right at the tuck in. Okay? Belly button, tuck in. Does that make sense? So it's right across there. When we say mixed lines, what kind of mixed lines? What's the first mixed line we're talking about?
Talking about from linear to circular.
That's actually what was the first mixed line we're talking about. What's the first line?
Linear.
What's the second line? Circular. So linear technique. Point A to point B travels one distance, shortest route. Okay, so front thrust. Circular.
I thought you were doing
Okay, so now those are linear techniques. What are circular techniques? Martin. Hook. Okay, so here. Pop. Rich hand. Pop. Heel hook. Correct. Round kick. Boom. What are some of the most common ones we're forgetting? How about the back fist? Technically, a back fist moves in a small arc, doesn't it? A really well executed back fist doesn't all that much. Okay. If you're here and I'm facing off, I'm going, hey, I don't want to. Was that really circular? Yeah, that's still circular technically. It went here, but the circle was very, very subtle. Okay? And sometimes it may be bigger. Okay? Because I was shooting an angle, wasn't I? Here, when we're out here, go ahead and pinch yourself. Okay? Probably not. Okay? It was just pop. Questions? Thank you. So when we're quartering with mixed lines, what are we doing?
We're all flowing from range to range, but we're also incorporating linear and circular sequentially, one after the other. Yeah.
First of all, you're asking questions.
Yes.
And I'm not answering questions today. I'm asking questions today. Okay, Lauren.
You're alternating between a circular and a linear technique, but also working the range, too, from quadrant.
Stop thinking about range. Let's get the word range out for a few minutes, okay? We are quartering, which means quadrants, with mixed lines. Start off by mixed lines. Tell me, Karen.
Mixed lines.
Yes. When I say I'm mixing my lines. Lauren?
You're going from the upper quadrant to the lower.
No, that's quartering. Yes, ma'am?
You're going from a linear to circular.
Yes.
Okay.
Mixed line, okay? Cross, hook. The most common combination in boxing. Jab, cross, hook. Why? Because the jab sets him up, this speeds him a power shot, this gives him a power shot from another direction, doesn't it? Okay, it's the most common combination in boxing. What's probably the most common combination in Muay Thai?
Jab, cross, around.
What's that?
Jab, cross, around.
Bang, bang, switch, or bang, bang, switch. Okay, does that make sense? Same thing in so many other arts. How about karate? How about good old-fashioned Shotokan? Lunge punch? Yeah, you were just saying it, weren't you? The front punch?
I was just saying, do they have combinations show?
Yes, they do. Really good Shotokan, you will see excellent combinations. They are fast and powerful. Okay, but it's the same thing. Now, we're talking about quartering. When I say quartering, what do I mean, Patrick?
By quartering, you mean attacking the different quadrants. Normally, you'll attack like the upper left and the lower right,
Okay.
or vice versa.
Correct. He's absolutely correct. I will mix my lines, linear to circular, and I will mix my quadrants as well. It's almost always opposite quadrant. If I'm going to attack the lower left, or excuse me, the lower right with the front kick, what am I going to probably follow with? Hook upstairs, or a ridge hand, or boom, boom. Yes? So let's give him an example. So you defend yourself, go bang, right there. Okay? So I'm going to go lower left, front snap, ridge hand to the upper right. But I mixed the line, didn't I? Linear, circular. Circular, linear. That make sense? Yes, ma'am.
So the one, though, you did it on the same side both times, but you did do one linear and one circular.
I did it on the same side, but I still mixed my quarters, didn't I? Watch it again. Okay? Lower right, right? Okay? Few blocks. Okay, so here we are. Block. Pop. It's still circular, wasn't it?
No, it's
And it still came to this quarter, didn't it?
So it's his quarters, not your quarters.
It's always his quarters. So I don't care about my
Oh,
quarters.
right.
Remember, I'm manipulating him. I'm the predator. Okay? It's not his party, it's mine. It's my barbecue. It's his job to see how it tastes.
And I think it's also important to understand that this is something that naturally happens. It naturally takes place. It's not something that you necessarily have to think about, but what we're doing is breaking it down so that we can understand it and manipulate it.
Joanne is absolutely right. She's a little bit wrong. Okay? Where is she wrong? She says this is something that naturally occurs. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to practice it. But if you can codify it, it makes it easier to understand. Is that pretty much what you said?
And it makes it easier to manipulate it and do it on purpose.
Correct. What were you raised your hand.
Well,
Where is she wrong?
the natural, it happens naturally for a trained fighter.
It happens naturally for a trained fighter because they did what? They practiced it. Okay. It is important to practice it when you're sparring. It is important to be right here. We're moving now. See that? Watch. Okay. Here's the lower wheel. Bang. And the straight. I practice it all the time. Okay. The heavy bag. Shadow boxing. These are all great places to practice that. Okay. Once you practice it enough, it just becomes natural for you to actually see it before it happens. And we call that what? We go back to flow, don't we? I know where it's going to happen. We also call it reaction oriented. Reaction dependent. Okay? If I know that I'm going to go lower circular here and he's going to go, oop, so we're here and I go, whop, there. Okay? I know he's going to be there, so it's much faster if I go, bam, whoop. Okay, I'm already on my way. Okay, questions? Good. I need some water.